Marmite, love it or hate it, it's just one of those foodstuffs that everyone has an opinion on. Seamus Waldron obviously has such strong feelings about the spread. He has created a website for Marmite lovers everywhere. It's ilovemarmite.com. He's on the phone now, thankfully, to answer all our big Marmite-based questions. Hello, Seamus.
Hello there.
Hi. Thanks for coming on the show. Do you work for Marmite then?
No, I don't. I do a couple of things. I write computer software and websites, and bizarrely enough, I'm also a dance teacher.
Okay, as you do. Well, we'll come on to that maybe another day, I think, Seamus. You must absolutely love Marmite to do this whole website.
Well, I do like Marmite, but I turned into a Marmite lover some years ago when I actually worked in the USA over in Boston. I had loads of colleagues, American colleagues obviously, who just never knew what Marmite was. They wanted to know. And there didn't exist a website at the time that told anybody. So being as it's my industry, I just thought, oh, well, I'll make a website.
Let's do it, yeah. And it is absolutely fantastic, can I just say. It's a great read. And I've learnt quite a lot of new things today. For Marmite virgins out there, what is Marmite exactly?
Well, the short description is it's a yeast extract, which means the actual recipe we don't know because, of course, it's a big secret like Coca-Cola recipe. And
yeah.
But it's made from the byproduct of the brewing industry. You know, it can't be a bad thing. And that's why it's based up near all the up near Stoke-on-Trent, Burton-on-Trent, that neck of the woods, because that's where all the brewing industry is.
See, I'm quite surprised because it does taste like meat.
It does actually, and it's very good if you need to put it into chili con carnes or gravy if you want to make it a bit meatier. But it is completely vegetarian. In fact, recently Marmite, I know, is trying to promote Marmite to the Muslim community because it meets all, I don't know what the criteria are, but it meets the criteria
for their diet, yeah.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. Have any of your readers or fans of the website, have they shared any strange ways that they enjoy Marmite particularly? Any that stand out for you?
Not necessarily ways that they enjoy Marmite. What tends to happen, people tend to send me amusing things that people have done with Marmite which are embarrassing.
Right. Are any of them clean?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, what I was alluding to was there's a for example, I think it was a pregnant lady had shared that she enjoyed Marmite with bananas when she was going through a bit of a craving stage. That sort of thing.
This is true, actually. My partner is pregnant at the moment, and she craves Marmite on practically anything out there at the moment. And so I think we've got three jars of Marmite in the cupboards right now.
Excellent, good skills. Now, Marmite has courted some controversy over the years, which is just a fantastic sentence in itself, isn't it? But I think my favourite story on your site is about Paddington.
I think I remember writing about that, something like Paddington Bear. It was in a new Marmite TV ad, you know, hell freezes over.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
What it was that Marmite decided to run a series of adverts where Paddington Bear decided that for a change he'd have a Marmite sandwich instead of his marmalade sandwiches. They were actually quite good fun and quite well made, actually, where he was just trying the Marmite sandwiches and giving it to various characters that we remember, you know, when growing up watching the TV series. And some liked it and some didn't. It
was in the news yesterday. There's been some Marmite dumping going on in Derbyshire. Do you know about this?
As background, what was happening is that that some village called Sawley, I think it was, there was this horrible smell and the villagers really hated it. And they found that, I think it was one of the farmers maybe, had this byproduct of the making of Marmite. And he was spreading it on his fields and it was causing a god-awful stink. And everyone was complaining. And so, you know, Marmite were accused of dumping it, and what actually ended up happening is it turns out that the byproduct of making Marmite is it's basically water and some bits of yeast, and it's an incredibly good fertilizer.
Really?
And so what happens in the local area where they make Marmite, some of the farmers take it and plough it into the soil, and it's wonderfully good, completely natural fertilizer. And this one particular chap, instead of ploughing it in, was just spreading it on the top, and you know the sun hits it, and a bit of a pong, I think. But
completely legal, so everyone needs to calm down. How do you like your Marmite specifically?
Well, how long do you have a program?
Not long enough, probably, for you.
Well, you know, in the morning. Actually, I'll tell you what. When I lived in the States, my favourite thing, and I still can't beat it in the morning, is to get a fresh bagel, nicely toasted, bit of butter, put some Marmite on that, and then they have this thing out there called whipped cream cheese.
Yes.
Philadelphia that we have here.
Yeah.
It's whipped Philadelphia. And you add all that together, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that sounds glorious. Finally, what would you say to someone who thinks that Marmite is the food of Satan, but hasn't even tried it yet?
I would recommend trying it, but the most important thing is to spread it thinly, because the last thing you want is a Marmite overdose.
Wise words there from Seamus Waldron from ilovemarmite.com. Seamus, thanks so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And good luck with the baby.
Thank you very much.
Hope it likes Marmite.